Mr. Bing is getting a new home and we all get to benefit.
That's right. And to talk more about the Supper Club experience, where they say that culinary art is part of the performance, is headline entertainer Liz Cracchiolo. Liz, thanks for coming back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely, like we were saying, you're no stranger to the blend. You've come on and told us about this wonderful thing before. So let's kind of set the stage first of where it takes place. Hacienda del Sol actually went through a renovation recently. Can you tell us about that?
They did. They have a beautiful new ballroom. That's where the show takes place. I just have to set the stage for you, though. I don't know if you've been up there since they renovated. They have a beautiful new entrance. The ballroom looks as if it's part of the historic property still. They have beautiful new rooms. We've actually had to do a few walkthroughs just to check it out.
Yeah.
To have to go have cocktails, and the food is amazing.
Like twist your arm. Oh, yes, I gotta go hang out at this amazing place.
Exactly. So the evening is, just picture this. You pull up, you have a valet, come get your car, you go into this beautiful ballroom. There's a bartender there. They're making signature drinks for you. Get a free.
I'm sold. Yeah, we're
sold. Okay. Come on in this gorgeous ballroom, which has a great city view. And we do about 1 hour, 45-minute cocktail hour where the performers and Mr. Bing come to each table and meet you, talk with you, and you just sit and relax with your drink. The show starts. You hear some songs probably most of you will already know, and have some wonderful food. It's just a really lovely evening. It's a great couples night. It's a great girls night. Last month for our kickoff, we had a whole table where a lady had her 50th birthday. She pulled up in a limo. We sang to her. It was just a really, really fun evening. What we're trying to do is bring back that experience from ages ago, 40s and 50s, where you dressed up, you went out, you had a beautiful meal, and you got to see a show at the same time.
I'm having this vision. I feel the atmosphere. I feel the people. I feel all of that. Now, here on the show, I'm kind of our resident foodie, and I heard you say something in there about food. What kind of food? Are we even keeping with the atmosphere, even with the food? Oh,
of course. They have this wonderful chef. I believe it's Bruce Zim, and he is amazing. So he does a custom menu for the show. You have, if you do the full dinner package, you have a 3-course meal with the show. So I believe you get a choice of a soup and salad, a few different entree choices, and then a dessert as well.
Great. And by the way, it's at a great price. How much does it cost for people to actually go out and do this?
So the fare is $60. That is for dinner and a show. If you want to just come see the show and not have dinner, it's $25 per person.
Now, you are the headlining Mr. Bing's lady. What can we kind of expect from you when you get up on stage?
So we do a little of some old standards that you might know. We do a little bit of Broadway. Sometimes we do some things that you might know that are a little more current in a different way and put a different spin on it. If you like jazz, it's very jazzy. We typically have a piano, bass, and drums. And there might even be some dancing. We had last month we had some professional dancers get up and start dancing during the show.
Wow.
And half the audience got up and danced too, so it was fun.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
My favorite thing about Mr. Bing's is that you never know what's going to happen. And it's such an interactive experience that you are part of the show as the audience. I might come sit in your lap and sing to you. I might get you up on stage with me. So it's really, you are part of the show. And I feel like when people go home, they feel like they took something with them that wasn't something they have experienced before.
Well, you can't beat that. I mean, it's an experience that people won't get otherwise. They can make a night out of it, leave the kids with a babysitter or do something else like that, but you really can't beat what you got, the experience that you're creating.
But before we go, Liz, I have to ask you, who is Mr. Bing?
Who is Mr. Bing? He is a real person. Mr. Bing is actually a mashup of his name. His name is Brian Ewing, and he is the founder and visionary of Mr. Bing's. I actually used to produce my own cabaret shows, and I was trying to get this on the ground myself, and then we ended up meeting it, and it was a match made in heaven. So look forward to seeing me and many other performers from Tucson and from Los Angeles, New York on our roster once a month.
I love this. I'm going to tell everybody how they can come out and have this amazing evening. Liz, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. The next Supper Club event will take place this upcoming Sunday at 5 p.m. at Hacienda del Sol. For tickets and more information, call 529-3500 or log on to haciendadelsol.com.